This is the Remember homepage. When you use Remember, you'll spend most of your time here. This is where you do a lot of your interaction with the folks that are in your system. So in this case, we have this nice search box at the top, and it does two purposes here. It allows you to search for people, for example, like this, or add somebody new. And you can see as you type, that part just happens there. And we do just put the names together, and you can just search by the first name or last name or parts of the names. And so let's look up somebody who's in the system. Here's this one. See, the person adds. And now the very thing here at the top, and this is really based, rather than like a regular CRM, which is really focused on selling people things and all that, this is really just, it's concerned about the interactions with people. So it's much more based around a relational model than necessarily a sales model. And so the idea is that you would have an encounter with someone, and you could, we could say we met for lunch. And as you type these things in, there's some defaults. Today, you don't have to put in the time. And how did you meet in person, or all these different potential ways you could do that. And then a location, you can track how much money you spent, which exact person. So you could actually say, I want to say that somebody else met with the person. And so this gives you a real easy way to put in the time that you spend with people, so you can kind of see, hey, I touched base with this person at this point in time. And so I can set any amount of this information and then click Post Encounter. And when I click Post Encounter, it comes down here into the encounters, and you can see that this encounter is posted, the date is colored just so I know that it's today, and I can then go and edit any of this particular information. And if there's, it also adds an acknowledgement field that if I want to follow up with a thank you or anything like that, I can. I can mark it either as I want to send a thank you, or that's complete, or in this case, there's none. So there's a lot of easy ways to see that. It tally the total of how much you've spent. And so if I said I spent $5 here and I spent $10 there, you can see that for this person on the encounters, I get a total of how much. Now, additionally, you can do the follow-up, which allows you to set up encounters that you may want to do on a regular basis. And so if there's a frequency, you can choose what that is. If I want to follow up weekly, I can then see when my next follow-up date is. And when that happens, I can click an action. When I click done, it's going to automatically fill in this existing encounter. I do fill in whatever the day is. If I were to click that on the 5th of May, it would have put in the 5th of May right there. So that's just a little intro to the basics of Remember and how you can do some encounters.